a video on a pasta dish that I can't pronounce, or maybe I just didn't try really hard. But it's basically bacon and spaghetti and hard cheese. Normally pecorino, but yeah, it is actually pecorino that I've got. This is the one that's open now. That is pecorino, so we're all right with that. It's cheap spaghetti. We're going to see if we can make it on the cheap. And it needs to be, it's normally made with really fatty cured pork. And what the essence of the sauce is that you use the fat from the bacon and the water from the pasta and some of the starch from the pasta. As it carries on cooking, it cooks in the sauce, and then the cheese, and that's what forms the sauce. You kind of make an emulsion of the fat and of the water and of the starch, and then you finish it off with the cheese, and it makes a sauce. So I've got it's cheap bacon. There's 125 grams. I've saved all the fatty bits because that's what I was purposely going to use it for. So we're going to render that fat down. We're going to fry up the bacon until crisp, and then we're going to cook in the. We're going to cook the pasta. When the pasta is about halfway cooked, we're going to finish it cooking in the pan of the bacon and the fat, and then use a bit of the water to make a sauce. Season it with pepper. We probably won't need any salt because there'll be salt in the pasta water, and in the cheese and in the bacon. So I'm going to use this cheese because it's pecorino and it's already open. However, if I didn't have that, this cheap hard cheese from the supermarket is pretty good for cooking. It's not particularly good for eating, so I wouldn't recommend that you put it in a salad. But if you're going to put it on the top of something in a pasta dish, it's perfectly okay for that. So cook the fat off, render that down, make it go nice and crispy, cook the bacon, and then we'll come back when we're at that stage, and so we can see. You don't need to know how to make bacon go crispy, surely. It's nice and crispy, but it needs a bit more fat in it, so I've got some more lard, so it needs a little bit more, because that's how we're going to form the sauce. So it needs that much. There's 250 grams of pasta and it's halfway cooked, so it's now ready to transfer over. So turn the pan up. I'm going to make a mess of this. I need to drain that off into something. And that. Oh. We need more pasta water. I've got some there, saved. Ladle, just make it a little bit easier. So, oil shot with the pasta. When we add the cheese, there is 50 grams of cheese. When we add the cheese, we're going to have to turn it off, otherwise what we'll do is we'll end up cooking the cheese and it will split. So you can see down the bottom of the pan there, we're getting starch, and the water and the fat are all emulsifying to make the sauce. Needs more water than that. I mean, the pasta is going to carry on cooking if we do this, so that's about that. So we'll turn off. Add cheese. And then everything will start coming together. The cheese will melt. We'll add a bit more pasta water. It'll cause the sauce to form. There we go. As you can see there, that's the sauce at the bottom. So it is forming, which is what you need to do. It seems like a bit of faff, but it's just we need the heat of the pasta to melt the cheese. Got the cheese there. This is what we want to melt. Might need to do this video again so I look a little bit more professional rather than me faffing around. Put in more cheese as well. Let's put more cheese in quickly. Another 25 grams of cheese. More of the pasta water. That's better. So 75 grams of cheese. Camera. And there we go. Two portions, but I'm going to be greedy. So there we go. As you can see at the bottom, that's all the sauce there. So that's what's coated all the pasta. So there we go. Might have to do another video so I look a little bit more professional. There we go. That's all right. Go. Better look at the pasta dish. So the sauce has lightly covered the pasta. It's not too thick. It's not too thin. That's going to be delicious. What's not going to be nice about bacon and cheese and pasta. There we go. Lovely. I can't remember what it's called. I'll do it in the description.